Well, first of all, thanks for being a man of your word.
You bet.
But it's been since we last met in New Hampshire.
The question is, are we trying to do what we need to do to ratchet up the pressure on them, to change their...
Okay, we'll assume that you're going to ratchet everything you can ratchet. Right. But I'm going to assume that Iran's going to say...
A whole host of networks that are bent on attacking America.
Who's the enemy?
Al-Qaeda.
Is Iran...
Distinguish between these groups because, for example, the war in Iraq is a good example where I believe the administration lumped together a terrible guy with Al-Qaeda, which had nothing...
Diplomacy might work. You might be able to strangle him economically.
Sanctions,
maybe.
Maybe. Everything is hypothetical, but the question is, are we trying to continue on an open-ended policy that did not create the kinds of pressure on the Iraqis to take responsibility and reconcile... Well, look, Bill, what I've said is, I've already said, it succeeded beyond our wildest. Bill, if you look at the debate that was taking place, we had gone through 5 years of mismanagement of this war that I thought was disastrous. Bill, if you look at the debate that was taking place, we had gone through 5 years of mismanagement of this war that I thought was disastrous. And the president wanted to double down and continue on an open-ended policy that did not create the kinds of pressure on the Iraqis to take responsibility and reconcile...
You're going to ratchet everything you can ratchet. Right. But I'm going to assume that Iran's going to say, blank you, we're going to do what we want. And I want a president, whether it's you or McCain, who says, you ain't doing that. All right, let's go to Iraq. I think history will show it's the wrong battlefield, okay? And I think that you were perspicacious in your original assessment of the battlefield.
I appreciate that.
I think you were desperately wrong on the surge. And I think you should admit it to the nation that now we have defeated the Iran.
Well, here's where you and I agree. It is unacceptable. We've done. We have reduced the violence repeatedly. I've also said,
yeah.
But the Iraqis still haven't taken responsibility, and we still don't have the kind of political reconciliation. We are still spending, Bill, $10 to $12 billion a month.
And I hope if you're president, you can get them to kick in and pay us back.
$79 billion
and I'm with you on. I'll go with you.
Let's go.
We'll get some of that money back. Do you believe we're in the middle of a war on terror?
Absolutely.
Nos vamos al tacho.